Okay, number one, what is the purpose of the thermal expansion valve or orifice tube in air conditioning system? I completely forgot, and I think it's to circulate the refrigerant.
Completely forgot.
Is it
Okay.
to expand the refrigerant seat?
Okay, this was one of those questions where you could use word
Yeah.
association.
To expand.
Sometimes you can do that. Again, if you don't know, sometimes that works, sometimes the long answer works, you know, just depends. Again, if you don't know. Okay, what's number two?
Which component of the vehicle's engine drives most AC compressors? D.
Belt and pulley system, of course.
Number 3, what are the different types of AC compressors?
D.
Which one?
D.
D? Yeah. This is main scroll, variable displacement, yep.
I chose A, but I double checked it myself after I finished.
Okay.
So I think it's on.
Number 4. How do the pistol compression controls refrigerant flow?
A.
C. The two sets of reed valves.
C, okay? All right.
What is the function of an electric magnetic flux in AC compressor? My original answer was. I just went for C, the long answer.
To allow the compressor to be.
And there you go. Of course it is. The electromagnetic clutch allows the compressor to be turned on and off. If you didn't have an electromagnetic clutch, how would you turn it on and off? It would just be running all the time, or it'd be off all the time, right? So the long answer did work in that case.
Number 6, both factors affect the strength of clutch
Armatures.
armatures and AC compressors. I ain't gonna lie, I just put A.
I'll go with B because B is a little bit longer.
Count the words.
Would you count the words? No, it's A. It's A.
It's A? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, what type of compressor is commonly used in modern vehicles for AC? Well, I think I settled on B, cause I kinda went through all of them. I settled on B.
Is it D?
What did everybody else get? What did everybody get for 7?
I got D.
That was my first answer.
He told you to go what you got.
Is the answers on the back of that?
I didn't
Yeah.
use them. Yeah, there are.
It is.
Yeah, they are.
7 is D.
So they're saying D, but I don't know if that's actually true. So I don't know if I agree with that. That's what I was wondering.
And it says commonly used in modern vehicles.
What would you agree with piston?
I would go with, well, I mean, they all have the piston to kind of make
Yeah.
more of a vein or a scroll maybe, but, I don't know that that's right, but it's not gonna mess you up on anything, but I was just
Gotcha.
curious, if anybody found anything in print or anything like that.
Do we have these in the book? No, I don't remember seeing talking about pistons.
Okay,
Well, in the AC chapter.
okay.
It's like in the
Go to
first
page
one.
766.
I'll put my book away.
Looks like a little engine, doesn't it? Piston, connecting rod, crankshaft. Then as you go on to the different types, they all have pistons in them. They're just, you can see the other ones, they're just sideways. You use that swatch plate to make the pistons go. Okay. What's the purpose of the oil?
To lubricate.
Yeah. All you gotta do is look at oil, and then the only one that's possible, what does oil do? Lubricates moving parts. So you could actually guess at that one if you didn't know for sure.
Who's on 9? Who's that?
We're at nine,
that's
yes.
you.
Why is proper refrigerant charge and oil amount necessary for compressor lubrication? D, loss
Long.
of refrigerant leads to loss of lubricating oil and compressor.
Long answer.
Long answer.
Uh-huh.
What is the purpose of
D.
D? What is the purpose of pressure relief valves in AC systems? C.
Mm-hmm. Compressor from excessive high pressure.
What? 11. What is the purpose of AC compressor speed RPM sensors?
A.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure is.
Question 12.
12, yep.
What are the AC compressor products made of? C.
What is it?
C.
C? Yep. Yep, surely is.
I thought it was D at first. I
A
couldn't
little
remember.
longer.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of the seal?
A.
Put A to keep the refrigerant from escaping to the ocean.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, I'm on 5. Bro.
Oh, alright. What's the recommended tool for measuring belt tension in an AC system?
Pressure gauge.
B.
D.
I'm gonna go with D.
D? Belt stretch indicator?
That's right.
Okay, yep.
D.
Okay, what is the purpose of automatic tensioners in AC systems? D, to maintain proper tension.
Yeah, that should be pretty obvious, yeah. All right, 16.
What should be checked before replacing a belt in the AC system? The operation of automatic tensioner.
Okay,
17. How should replacement compressors be identified in AC systems based on the vehicle's model and year?
okay.
I don't see how any of that has to do with the AC system besides that.
18. What is the important to consider when adding new oil to the replacement compressor in an air conditioner? D.
Mhm.
Manufacturer.
Yeah, that's always gonna be the right answer whenever it says something like, you know, manufacturer recommendation or whatever.
19, what are the steps of replacing a compressor in the AC system? I'll put A.
A is right. You should got the right amount of oil in it, put the compressor on, put a belt on it, connect the discharge and suction lines to the machine, evac it, very good.
Question,
Yep,
we're taking, we take this
Me too.
tomorrow, right?
yep,
And then I'm taking the ASE.
I got number 3.
yep, both of them.
And where's it at?
Yes, sir, both of them.
Number 3 and number 12.
I failed to change this orientation of this like I did last time. I forgot to change this to portrait, so it's in landscape orientation, but, oh well, it still works. This is an ASE practice test. We'll do this together after you do them by yourself.
All right.
Yay.
the same one that you have in front of you?
Yeah, the first question.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, this is it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
that
Oh,
was
okay,
it.
all right, just wanna make sure.
ASE A7 practice test.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's like 10 ASCs you said, right?
There's 8 of them.
Oh, there's 8.
Isn't there like more after
Well,
this that we can get?
there's a bunch of them, but, we cover, the 8 major areas.
I want to collect them all like Pokemon cards.
Yeah, so, yeah, there's,
So we get to take all 8, you said, right?
yes, we do. A1 to A8. They're all numbered. The
What do you
last one we did, what,
Engine diagnostics.
Engine repair was A2, wasn't it? This is A7.
What do you think the easiest one is?
The easiest one?
Yeah, in your personal opinion.
Probably the AC one.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Number 15 repeats itself.
It happens. Let's see, question number 15.
Yeah, because the answers A, B, C, and D, they repeat.
Yeah.
They do, huh?
High side high, both high side high, low side low, low side or low.
They look different.
They just add the word both and R.
Okay, so let's read the possible answers. The high side is high and the low side is low. The high side is low and the low side is high. Okay, those are possible. Both high side high, both sides are low. So both the high side and the low side are low. Both the high side and the low side are high. There's no repeats.
Oh, it's not, okay.
You just gotta read it like high side, low side, pressure high, pressure low. I know it can be confusing to read it like that, but it's actually correct the way it's worded.
It's, oh my goodness, I'm staring at, I have to skip on to a new one, cause my eyes are.
So the question is basically asking you, if you have insufficient airflow through the condenser, which is what a fan that wasn't working would do, what are your gauge readings gonna be?
High. I think.
I will tell you one thing. If you answered this question right, you will answer that question right.
Oh shit, I don't know.
Might not be a bad idea to do some of your own study tonight. There's lots of resources available. You got the book, you got the internet, you got YouTube. I want to see 7 passing scores tomorrow on ASE, okay?
Hmm?
7 passing scores tomorrow.
Oh.
Everybody.
Thought you said it was only, you need 7 to pass,
Hey?
get a passing score. I was like, shit, we're passing.
When do you need to pass?
Is it the same
Everybody.
as last time you need 25 to pass?
What's that?
Is it the same as last time you need 25 to pass?
Some of them are a little bit different. There's usually 40 questions, but like I said, they're pretty generous on the pass rate because what was it last time? You needed 22 out of 40?
Yeah.
I mean, it's only a little over 50%. I mean, we're pretty generous with the pass rate.
Okay.
So you should be able to pass them all. Most of the time, all the students get all 8.
Good.
So I don't see why anybody in here should be any different. It could happen, but.
If for whatever reason that we don't get one, are we penalized for that?
Nope,
Okay, good.
nope.
Just want to make sure I'm not going to be.
No, you're not gonna fail a class if you don't pass an ASE test, okay? That's kind of a bonus, it's not a requirement.
Okay.
What's required is that you get at least 70% average on all of your tests that we do on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And that your attendance is good and your dealer, you know, and you show up at the dealer, you be where you're supposed to be, do what you're supposed to do, okay?
Got you.
The ASE is not a fail the class thing, okay? But they're always good to have.
Oh, that sounds like it's going to explode.
How many questions is there on this? 20? Anybody still working? Yeah? Anybody not done, I should say.
Yeah, okay.
Who's not done?
We're ready.
Did you say you weren't done?
No, I'm done.
Oh, you're done?
You
Okay,
ready?
let's do it then. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on here.
This question, oh no, I'm gonna have to read that, okay. All of the following statements are correct regarding an air conditioning performance test except
B.
B, to avoid outside
Odor.
outside odor. Wow, outside odor, operate AC system in recirculation rather than fresh mode.
C.
Who got B for number one? Anybody not get B? What'd you get? Did you?
Let's see.
Okay. We're looking for the except. So what you're gonna wanna do is say, road debris can clog the condenser fin, reducing performance. Could it?
Yes.
Absolutely. Passenger side floor wet, symptom of a clogged evaporator drain line.
Yes.
Obstruction of the cabin filter, cause insufficient airflow. Yep. So that only leaves one thing, right?
But it's asking if the air conditioning performance.
What's that?
Why isn't it asking like what?
So what you're gonna do in a question like that, where it says except, you're gonna read every possible answer and say, would this cause that? Would this cause that? Would this cause that? You're looking for the one that wouldn't. And in this case, they're just doing a performance test, they're not giving you a symptom, they're just saying, which one of these doesn't make sense, is really what you're looking for.
Am I good?
Yeah, go ahead.
During an air conditioning performance test, the technician notices that the compressor outlet is hot. Technician A says this is a normal condition. Technician B says the air conditioning system is overcharged. Who was right? I said B. The outlet should be cool.
Okay, what'd you get?
A,
I got B.
A.
I got B.
What'd you get?
See,
C? Okay.
Because it's just normally, that's why.
Is the compressor outlet high or low side?
It's
Low.
below. It's blue. Well, if you look at the picture.
It's hot?
Outlet's high side. The suction side, so you have a suction and discharge, right? High and low,
Oh yeah, because it goes in and it drops down and then.
okay? Outlet means discharge. This is supposed to be hot. High pressure, hot. Low pressure, cold.
A?
It's supposed to be. The same guy says it's normal. It is. Overcharged? No.
Is it A or
Supposed-
C?
Yeah, it's just A,
Okay.
okay? All right.
So outlet is always gonna be hot?
Yep.
In
And the suction side of the low side is always gonna be cold.
And the inlet, is it called inlet? Is that what it's called?
Normally, it would be called low side or suction side, discharge side or high side. Same thing. There's only two pressures in the AC system, your low side pressure, your high side pressure.
Number 3, that's me.
Okay,
Technician A says, when the condenser airflow is restricted, the pressure is high in both high and low lines. Technician B says an indication of low refrigerant is when both the high and low sides show low pressure. Who is right?
Is it C?
Both?
okay. If your condenser airflow is restricted for whatever reason, would your high side pressure and your low side pressure be high?
no, to
A is wrong?
yeah, they would. They would.
I'm just asking you, I'm not saying right or wrong. Is
Yeah,
it?
they would,
Okay.
yeah.
This guy says, an indication of low refrigerant is when both the high and low sides show low pressure. Right?
Yeah, both.
They should both be right, shouldn't they? They should be.
Scared me wrong.
Right, I hate when he does that.
Don't second guess yourself if you know you're right.
I don't know I'm right. I'm taking a chance sometimes. I mean, I assume I'm right, but then you're like, wait, what if I'm wrong?
It was C, both of them.
Is it?
Yeah, Charles, is that right?
Yeah, which of the problems listed below will cause the manhole gauge reading shown in the illustration?
Overcharge?
Big A.
Okay, just so you know, this shaded area here is normal, kind of where it should be.
There's no
This is
shade.
too high, this is too
Yeah, we don't
high.
have shade on
There's no
ours.
shade.
You can't see
Oh,
that.
okay, well, it doesn't matter,
We
you
have
should
a-
just be able
we
to
have
tell
an
it,
idea.
yeah.
There's a faint.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really faint.
No.
Yeah,
So that's where it should be in the green area.
yeah,
But
it
it's
should, it should be right in here. But even without that, you should know by looking at this,
Yeah.
that,
too much.
It's overcharged, right?
Ah.
So it's overcharged.
overcharge? Is
Yes.
that what you're going with?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not
Oops.
right.
That's not it.
Oh, A.
Hey,
I'm sorry, clicking the wrong one, okay? Okay,
all of the following tasks are performed when replacing an AC condenser.
except, which one are you not going to do if you're replacing a
C?
compressor?
Can you reuse the oil?
You can reuse the oil, but it's like a process. But C, because how are you going to replace something if you're going to use the same or equivalent compressor? That's what I'm
It
thinking.
says when replacing an AC compressor.
Yeah, you're not going to use the same thing.
Yeah, you can now.
You
Oh,
can't-
no,
it
but
says
you're
except.
replacing.
You can't repair it.
You're
That
right.
you're replacing.
You're right. You're absolutely
Is
right.
C
I
right?
think it's
It
C.
is C. It's C. I didn't read that. You're right. Use the same or equivalent.
Because they say you
compressor.
can reuse the oil. Oh.
All of the following, huh?
I
Which one?
knew it.
Yes.
You
C.
never,
Never
reuse
reuse the compressor oil.
In the books, it says it in like 7 places you can
Really?
reuse
Okay,
oil.
let's see. Where is it?
Let me pull my book out.
Let's pull my book out.
When replacing an AC compressor though, you're replacing the compressor.
Yeah, you don't wanna use the old oil. That'd be like changing your oil and putting the old oil back in.
See, I selected D, but now that he brought that up, I'm looking at it again and I'm saying,
Yeah, I had this in the beginning.
if you're replacing an AC compressor, you're going to use the same compressor, but you're replacing it. It says replacing. It says replacing.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Refrigerant. I'm thinking of the refrigerant.
Oh.
It says replacing them.
Not the
When
compressor
Maybe the
oil.
same
an
model.
AC compressor.
But it does also say the equivalent.
Would you use all the mounting brackets? Sure,
Yes.
why'd you throw them away? Would you use new gaskets and seals
Yes.
on it?
Yes.
Would you use the same or equivalent compressor, meaning a factory one or equivalent replacement aftermarket type? Sure you would.
Okay, see.
Are you
that's-
gonna dump the old oil
The
out of the
same is
compressor
what
and
caught
put it in?
me.
No.
I'm thinking it means the
See,
same exact
You
one.
made me, you just made me do that.
Hey,
That's your fault.
I didn't make you put the answer
Because
on your
I
paper.
had the right answer the first time, but then you just made me second guess myself.
Hey,
'Cause
he
I thought I
Ron
was
does it to us all the
right.
time. This is my first time.
Okay.
It's not fair.
Okay, let's
hoping-
see what we got for number 6.
Is it on me?
No.
No,
It's on Terrence.
we're, gosh, why can I never remember your name?
Damn.
What?
Huh?
Damn.
Terrence, yeah.
Yeah, he's reading it.
I don't know why I can't remember that. Okay.
Pressure clutch will not engage. Power and ground, the clutch coils are good. Which of the following is most likely the cause?
D. Locked up.
I thought you locked off compressor.
Is it B as in boy? As in
Well,
base?
let's see.
Ball?
The compressor clutch will not engage. You've checked the power and the ground at the clutch coil, and it's good. It's getting power, it's got a good ground, but it won't engage. Most likely.
Is it air?
Well, this isn't really a fair question if you ask me, because if the system was low on refrigerant, the compressor would not engage. If the compressor was locked up, obviously, that's an issue. That pressure cycling switch, possibly. So I don't really like this question, but
They wanted C.
Air gap.
Huh?
I'm failing this.
They wanted Air cap?
Yeah, this, again, you know, I don't write these questions, this one isn't all that fair,
Yeah,
because
you
low
need to apply.
refrigerant would do it. Yeah, if the air gap was, if, let's say you replace the compressor clutch, and you didn't set the air gap right, it wouldn't engage, because the magnet's not strong enough to engage it, because the air gap's too big. It's like holding a magnet too far away from metal, it's not gonna grab it, right?
You think if we start a petition to get you to do these things, they'll let you do it?
Hey, let me fix them.
For pay, obviously.
Yeah, if they pay me, I'll do it. A manual air conditioning system without automatic control, where's number, who are we up for seven?
Oh,
We're
that
back to you, right?
is, what, number 7?
7.
Yeah.
Okay. On a manual air conditioning system without automatic control, the compressor clutch does not operate. Technician A says there is a failed compressor thermal protector. Technician B says there is an incorrectly adjusted temperature door. Who
A.
is right?
A?
I said D, because I just didn't know.
I skipped it.
A
What
sounds
did you say that you got for an answer?
D?
D?
neither.
What number?
Neither?
7.
We're on 7.
I got 8.
You got
I wanted to say
A.
A too, but I wasn't sure, so I skipped it.
Guess
Oh, I
who,
will-
guess who's right? You are right.
Good.
Failed compressor thermal protector. The
Use-
temp door would have nothing to do with the compressor clutch operating.
It didn't make sense.
Yeah, you're right.
Using a digital multimeter, a technician measures 12 volts at the clutch coil but will not engage. Technician A says a bad clutch coil could be the cause. I don't see how it's a bad clutch coil when there's 12 volts. Technician B says a bad clutch coil ground could be the cause. Who is right? I say B.
You said B, all right. Anybody get an answer other than B?
Both.
You got both?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if it's C.
What
It is. Why? Compressor clutch is not engaging. Check, see if it's got power, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's got power. Well, the clutch coil might be bad, or the ground might be bad. It doesn't say it's got a good power and the ground.
No.
Got
Damn
power
right.
and ground. They're both right.
I don't think I'm doing good on this.
Number 9.
Number 9.
All of the following issues regarding a receiver/dryer are correct except
Is it A?
regarding a receiver and dryer.
Every time I see desiccant bag, I think of the bags that they put on people when they need to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
No, colostomy.
Yeah, colostomy bag.
Yeah, a little bit different.
I seen a video of this lady get out of the car and smack it on the ground in front of IHOP.
mm.
And then walked in there with the ripped bag. It's a lot, but I don't know why she
I
said
could have gone
it.
the rest of my life without hearing that.
Yeah, pretty much.
If I had to see it, I'm gonna explain it to you guys.
What's the answer?
I think it's
I
A.
got B.
I got C.
B?
I got B.
F.
F?
C.
Okay, looking for one that doesn't fit. Clogged filter can cause air and normal pressure, okay. Saturated can cause.
Oh, we're on 9.
Yeah.
I thought we were on 10. C.
You can install a new bag of soda before charging the system.
Is it C? It's D. Damn.
Evacuating does remove moisture, but it will not remove moisture. Here's the key words, saturated receiver dryer. It will not do that.
How many have I got wrong so far?
How many have I got wrong? 8 out of 10 so far?
5, and we're at 10.
All the following are true regarding the expansion valve, the set.
A.
Just say it. Just go with it. Just
I can't get any more wronger, so I'm just going with it.
throw it out there.
I can't do any worse, just throw it out there.
I chose B.
Say Q.
I skipped it.
Is it A? Like, I feel like when we answer the question, it's like we're on a cliffhanger, like a show you really want to watch, but the next episode doesn't come out till next week.
Very true, except when stuck closed, pressure on high side is low and pressure on low side is high.
Why would it do that?
It's stuck closed. So
It
low,
can fail in the open position as a result of the breaching system.
mhm,
It can seize in a closed position due to lack of lubricant.
mhm.
With moisture in the system, ice can form and cause blockage. I think it's A.
Yeah.
A? Yes,
Shit.
it is.
Run.
Because when the expansion valve stuff closed, both the high and low side pressures are low,
You're
not
scaring
high.
me, man.
It's like, why would it do the reverse?
On low side, oh my, I keep misreading these
I
data.
know.
Pressure on high side is low and on low, oh, okay, yeah.
Sometimes it gets confusing. Anybody play chess in here?
I
Nope.
used to.
Yeah? Sometimes that gets confusing too.
Always
Sometimes when I'm playing, I forget what color I am.
Really?
Oh, wait a minute, is that my piece of it? Sometimes just certain things just kind of confuse you. And I know some of these high-low suction, blah, 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 discharge. Once you kind of get it in your head, it's easy after that. Hopefully we'll have it all in our head by tomorrow.
Yes, we will. All right,
Okay.
who's up next?
11.
Yeah, 11.
Is it Terrence?
Nasser, I think. Because Charles just went.
Technician A says all air conditioning connections are, the connections used for gaskets or O-ring seals the system. Technician B says when replacing an O-ring, lubricate the O-ring with the correct refrigerant oil to provide mix and C installation lubricant.
They both
C.
don't sound right to me.
C.
A.
The first one says all, but I'm pretty sure you do use all
Okay.
O-rings.
And this is a situation where all is correct.
Yeah.
Because if you have a
Yeah.
connection somewhere, it's gotta have a gasket or O-ring, it's gonna leak, right? So that's correct. Would you use would you lubricate it with refrigerant oil to keep from hurting it when you install it? Yeah, you would.
You would?
Yep.
You do?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
You have to put it in dry, it could cut the O-ring or something like that. So you put a little bit of refrigerant oil on.
Yes.
Not engine oil, but the refrigerant oil, same thing the AC system uses, okay?
So basically everything gets a little lube.
Mm-hmm.
So it's C.
Yep.
See, both of them, yeah.
Number 12, a concern of intermittent AC cooling is being diagnosed. The gauge set shows intermittently high and low side pressure gauge reading. And the high side intermittently drops to 100 psi. Which of the following is most likely to cause?
There's a leak. Leak?
C. Oh wait. Right, B.
B,
Yeah.
No, it drops. The high side drops.
I said it really drops to 100, that's like half of what it should be, less than half.
There's a leak, right?
I'd say D, a damaged compressor reed valve. That's not, you're shaking your head slightly.
If it dropped, then it's C.
I think
You're
it's
probably
A.
right.
Okay, intermittently high and low side pressure readings and the high,
Wait.
intermittent high and low side, so basically the readings are kind of crazy. Intermittently, the high and low side pressure reading, and then the high side drops to 100 pounds.
It's stuck.
Expansion valve is most likely causing that. Stuck expansion valve.
I was right.
Oh my lord. Whoa. Damn, not doing too good.
I think trash talking myself is doing good.
Sometimes that helps.
Who's next?
Okay, this should be easy. This is a little bit of the heating and cooling, or cooling.
Let's see, see, technician A says a defective thermostat can cause the engine to operate at too cold of a temperature.
True.
Technician B says that if the thermostat is stuck closed, it can make a pinging or banging sound. That I wasn't
Not
sure
sure.
of, I couldn't remember.
Both.
It does make that.
It
Both
does.
of 'em.
So, C, both?
Yeah.
Both of them.
And the reason is because if the thermostat's stuck closed, the engine's gonna overheat. If it overheats, it's gonna start making those pinging sounds and clanking, cranking,
Okay.
ugly sounds. Because the engine's mad, because it's overheating. Okay?
Two technicians are describing heater diagnosis. Technician A says one heater hose is hot to the touch and the other hose is cold when the heater core is functioning okay. Technician B says the upper radiator hose should be at engine operating temperature, which is very hot to the touch. Who was right?
Engine operating.
I feel like this is wrong based on how I was on the other answer, but I'm gonna
First
say
one.
C.
First one is wrong. No?
Yeah, but
A is
B.
wrong.
So it's B. I knew I was wrong on that one.
Both hoses have to be hot. This says one's hot, one's cold. It's functioning okay. No, it isn't. Should the upper radiator hose be hot? Hot to the touch, meaning it's operating temperature? Yep.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. 15, I just straight guessed. I was confused.
Number 15. What high side and low side pressure gauge readings would a technician find in the condenser fan if the condenser fan were inoperative?
I guess C.
I don't know, my eyes crossed on that one, so.
Oh, that's that one, huh?
Yeah.
Is it B?
So you're looking at a situation where you have insufficient airflow across the condenser. What does that do to your pressure readings?
They're inoperative.
Inoperative condenser fan means you don't have enough airflow across the condenser. What kind of problems does that cause on your pressure readings?
Will everything get high?
B. Or C, I mean. Damn. I was close.
It was D, I guessed that right?
Both of them should be high.
I was
More so on the high side, but yeah.
That's the first one I got right in one.
Easy question.
Question 16, which of the following condition is most likely cause of a vehicle overheating?
B.
Most likely.
Most likely.
Of the choices available,
D.
Overheating, no.
which one?
C.
C?
Thermostat stuck open would make it cool.
If the cooling fan ran all the time, what would it do?
Stay cool.
Don't just say
It
cold.
would run cooler than it should, right?
Yeah.
If the heater core was restricted, that would have absolutely nothing to do with this. That's just for your heater. If the thermostat was stuck open, what would happen?
Let's stay cool.
Engine would run too cold. If you had a clogged radiator,
It wouldn't
Would
get
it-
any
would it overheat?
air to go through, keep
absolutely
it
it
cool,
would.
cooling down the coolant, making it hot. Hot tub.
Technician A says that a mid-subject temperature could cause a core heating complaint. Technician A, section B says a defective restrictor can cause a no higher wall condition.
B.
A.
I didn't know why I
I might have guessed on this one too. I'm not sure.
B doesn't make sense.
Okay.
A is wrong for sure.
This is actually an easy question if you think about it. What does your temperature door do, or your air or temperature blend door? What does it do?
Guides.
Regulates the temperature.
Well, it opens and closes based on whether you want heat or
Yeah.
cool. What if it wasn't working right? Would the heater not work right? Maybe
Yeah.
it wasn't going all the way to hot. That's possible,
Yeah.
right? Technician B says a defective resistor trio. Your resistors for your low speeds can cause a no high blower condition. Has nothing to do with that. Your high blower goes through the relay, it bypasses all the resistors.
So be A.
Should just be A, right?
I'm happy. I think I've gotten more guessed answers right than I've gotten
Yeah.
actual thought of
Pretty much.
answers right.
Well, whatever it takes, I guess.
I mean, I'm going with my gut, so I know something's right.
Okay, 18.
Technician A says a radiator should always be inspected for leaks before installing a rebuilt engine. Technician B says overheating during slow and town driving could caused by electric cooling fan. Who is right? C.
Both.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slow driving in town. What does that mean? It means you're not getting much airflow because you're driving slow, right? When you're driving fast, you got plenty of airflow across the radiator, right? If the electric fan wasn't working right, and you're driving slow traffic, yeah, it would overheat.
Some cars, take more to get cool than other cars.
As far as what?
Because like when you're driving, the fan just turns on out of nowhere. In some cars, like when I drive my mom's car or my car, my fan, I don't really hear it like going on, so I'm assuming it doesn't get hot that much. When I drive my mom's car, as soon as I'm done with it, I just hear the fan going. Like,
Oh, the cooling fan, you mean?
yeah,
On the,
the cooling.
yeah. Some cars do that. Some will actually, the fan will run after you shut them off too.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
I was glad because usually
Yeah.
cars are different.
it's just the way they're designed. Some will, some won't. Depends on, what the temperature is outside, if you had the air conditioner on or whatever it was.
The heater blows out only cold air at operating temperature. Technician A says a stuck closed thermostat could be the cause. Technician B says the cooling system could be low on coolant. Who is right? I said both.
I said neither.
Okay. Let's dissect this question.
Stuck closed.
Heater blows only cold air.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is important. This means the engine is warming up. The engine is reaching operating temperature, but the heater isn't working.
If it was stuck closed.
Stuck closed thermostat, what would that do?
Make
It
it
would make
cool.
it hot.
Cause the engine overheat, right?
Cooling system.
Low
could
on
be low
coolant.
coolant. If it's low on coolant, it would blow warmer air.
If it was low on coolant, could that cause a heater complaint, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I say neither. Or would it be both? Oh, wow. Never mind.
Stuck closed thermostats just cause the engine overheat. Not gonna affect the heater. In fact, it'd probably make the heater work better. You probably get scalding hot air out of it.
If a cooling system operates at too cool an operating temperature, the engine will do which of the following? I said have less efficiency, but I don't think that's correct. I think it's B.
If a cooling system
at
operates too cool,
an operating temperature,
the engine will do which of the following?
It will detonate.
That would be if it was too hot. Definitely not gonna have more torque.
That means
I put
making
B.
noises.
Yeah, I think it's B.
Well, you know what, this is an interesting question because B and C, or B and D are both right answers. I don't know which one they want, this one? Yeah.
So let's B, see what they say, please. Yeah, okay.
It's
It
just
says
incorrect
incorrect
answer.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, let me tell you why they said that, because it's actually one of the correct answers. Because yes, it's gonna be less efficient. If an engine runs too cool, it's less efficient.
3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9. How many questions on this? 20?
I failed.
I think I would have got 22% at least, or the 22 answers, because I got 11 out of 20. So I think that's a little more than half.
I got 12 wrong.
I think that would have been a close pass.
Okay. Okay, let's do a few more of these and we'll help you figure out what they're asking for, what they're looking for, and this, I think, these help you understand the system. So let's do a few of these on a different website.
Okay.
There's little airflow through the vents of a vehicle's automatic air conditioning system. Which of the following is causing this condition?
C, faulty compressor.
Yeah. See,
Little airflow.
automatic air conditioning system, which of the following?
Terrence, what do you think?
I was just starting to read it.
You got little airflow through the vents.
I'll go for
Could it be clogged?
You
No.
go for what?
D.
D? You think if the cabin air filter was clogged up, you would have little airflow through the vents?
Yeah, right?
I'll say
You are absolutely right.
Ooh.
Let's see why the other ones are wrong. What would happen if you had an open in the blower motor circuit?
Don't know.
An open is a,
Then it won't work, cause
Right.
it's open, there's no connection.
yeah, exactly. Open means an open circuit means you have no current flow. This means it wouldn't work at all.
Yeah.
For instance, in the blend door, that would just make the blend door not work right. Compressor, you wouldn't have any air conditioning at all. If the cabin air filter was plugged, you would have little airflow through the vents. So, Charles, you got it right. Okay.
An air conditioning system contains a thermostatic expansion valve.
Feel free to move up.
The
You don't
suction,
have to hide in the back. Can you read it okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
the suction line leading to the compressor is cool to the touch. This indicates a stuck open thermostatic expansion valve. B, a low refrigerant charge. C,
No.
a stuck closed thermostatic expansion valve. D, a normal condition.
Oh, it's normal.
Cool to
It's
the touch.
fine. The suction line. It doesn't say if the vehicle is on or off or operating, it just says that
It's cool to
Okay.
the
it
touch.
has an expansion valve and it's cool to the touch. So it seems like it's normal.
Is the suction line leading to the compressor high pressure or low pressure?
It doesn't,
Hi.
leading to is high, leading away from is, no, leading, shit.
Leading to is cold, leading hot.
You just said it too. You just said it.
You said the outer is,
Suction line is sucking in cold, right?
2 is low, out is high.
yeah, out is hot.
Okay. Should the suction line or the low pressure line, suction side's low pressure, right?
Yeah.
Should it
Should
be
be
cold
low.
to the
Low.
touch?
So it's gonna be,
It
Low.
should be warm. Going in should be warm.
yeah, it's gonna be.
Outlet should be hot.
No, okay,
Isn't that
so
what you just
low
said?
pressure tubes are always bigger, cold to touch.
Exactly.
So
Normal,
it is cool.
normal,
It's normal.
Oh,
It's a normal condition.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
So this line, suction line that goes to the compressor, where does it come out of before it goes to the compressor? Where's the last place it goes before it goes to the
Goes to
compressor?
the evaporator.
What's that?
Evaporator.
Yeah, exactly. From the evaporator. Your evaporator core is cold, right?
yeah.
Right, that's how you get that cold air in the car, right? This is the normal condition, it's supposed to be, okay? Okay. Now they're gonna ask you about an accumulator. Which one of these is not a true statement about an accumulator?
A, it is located on the low side of the system. B, it prevents excess liquid from entering the compressor. C, it contains a desiccant capable of absorbing moisture from the refrigerant. D, the accumulator is located between the condenser and the evaporator.
D.
Yeah, I'm going with D.
The accumulator is located between the condenser and the evaporator.
No, wait a minute.
The accumulator at the front of the motor.
To the top.
Is it located on the low side of the system?
No,
It's in the top.
it's A.
So it's,
System.
then it's A,
The
because it's
accumulator.
all of them are true except.
It's like right there on the.
So it does prevent excess liquid, right? And it does contain a desiccant capable of absorbing moisture, right? So B and C are out. So it's between A and D.
And D's out.
So it's A.
Yeah,
Is it located on the low side of the system?
no.
No?
You just said A.
Sure.
You
You
just
just
said
said A.
D,
I knew it. Y'all not gonna change my answer.
D.
That's why I didn't say nothing else after I answered. Just sticking with it.
You're like, it's A, it's A, it's A. No, it's not.
Okay.
Oh, shit, we just did that one.
Where are we?
Okay.
Next one.
D. All right, next. Clicking sound.
It's heard while changing the temperature setting on the.
Kinda like your car does.
Huh?
My car.
Changing.
Technician A says a faulty, did we just do that?
No.
Technician A says a faulty door actuator will cause this clicking sound.
Yeah.
Technician B says the actuator may need calibration after replacement.
Both.
Both.
Everybody
You
agrees
gave
on
me
this
the
one.
answer earlier.
Right? Yes, if they're bad, they will make a clicking
Actuator,
sound.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
All right, this ought to be fun.
Oh shit.
This ought to be fun. Okay, well, let's see. All the following are true about the temperature blend door circuit, except, you know what, you're not gonna be able to read that, so we don't care about that one.
What is it? Right? Can we take a guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
C.
I was gonna say C2. I was gonna say C2.
I'm gonna go with B.
B?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Who's our B? Nice. Okay, you probably won't be asked any of those, those are.
If they do, I'm guessing it the second I see
Yeah.
it.
Pick a long answer if you see that.
What is that? ATC?
Okay, electronic automatic temperature control air conditioning system. It's basically just automatic system.
Okay.
So it has a low fan speed operation during high demand situations like indirect sunlight. Technician A says this is because the debris and loose papers on the dashboard are blocking the sun load sensor's photodiode. Photo what?
Photodiode. Technician B.
Photodiode, yeah.
Test the
To test
sun.
the sun sensor
Oh,
with
The technician A said a lot, so he's right.
Yeah.
I'll see what
The sun load sensor is on the dash. It is a photodiode. If it was covered up, it wouldn't be able to detect the sun load. So that's a possibility, right?
Sensor.
Could you test the sun load sensor with an ohm meter?
I don't think so.
I didn't know you could.
I
test
remember
it.
an ohm meter was something for circuits back in
Yeah.
science class.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Both of them are correct.
Drop some. There's a gurgling sound inside a vehicle's dashboard. Technician A says an air pocket and the heater core could be the cause. Technician B says this could be the result of leaking head gasket. Who was correct?
Both?
Both.
B.
Why not B?
Why not B? Okay, you got a gurgling sound inside the dash, like heater
It's in the
core area,
dash,
that's what
right?
they're getting at. 'Cause
In front of the
you got
car.
coolant flowing through the heater core, right?
So then it'd be A because that's more
Air
on the
pocket
motor
and
if
heater
it's a
core, would
head
that cause it
gasket.
to gurgle?
No.
Yeah.
Will it?
Hmm?
There's air going through it. It's like a bleeder. If you release the valve on a bleeder, it like lets out all the bubbles and just makes a little kind of sound. But I don't think it'd be that, prominent as a bleeder. But it definitely could cause it to gurgle because of all the air.
Okay, so you think A is good?
I do think.
Yeah.
All right,
it's good.
how about B? This could be a result of a leaking head gasket.
Where's that? In the front of the car? Not in the
It
dash?
says in the dashboard.
Yeah, so you
It
wouldn't
is
hear
from
it.
that direction,
The front, right?
but
Would you hear it?
I don't think so.
The head gasket doesn't make a gurgling sound.
Let me ask you this, if you had a head gasket that was blown between a cooling jacket, could it push air or compression into the system?
Yeah.
It could, huh?
So air and liquid,
it
yes, so
could.
both.
Okay.
Okay,
You didn't mention the gurgling sound when we went over that.
that's why we're going through this.
A manifold gauge
Try to cover
indicates
all the
system
bases.
has low discharge pressure. The most likely cause of this condition is
Okay, you're gonna have to know what the discharge side is, high or low.
Discharge is
low. Maybe.
shoot. low, right? Oh, it's high. Suction is low.
Suction is low, discharge is high.
Okay, what do we do with that?
Cold, hot. Okay, yeah, you need to leave that up there till tomorrow.
Low discharge pressure.
That means the high side pressure is too low.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not hot. Manifold gauge indicates a system has low discharge pressure. Most
A?
likely because of this is
I'm gonna go with C.
restricted condenser damage.
He's
Oh,
gonna go with C.
I didn't even get to read them.
Damaged reed valves.
Terrence be coming up with a sneak attack.
Yeah, yeah. You come up from the back and all of a sudden he knows all the answers. I told you to come up here.
The compressor rapidly cycles on and off on a CCOT.
Which is what? Cycling clutch orifice tube. That means
That.
what? What do you know right away about this system?
That it's within the hose,
It
within the
doesn't-
line.
It does not have an expansion valve.
Uh-huh.
So if they mention something about that, you already know that's the wrong answer.
Okay.
Okay?
Air conditioning system. Technician A says this condition may be caused by low refrigerant charge. Technician B says this could be caused by faulty clutch cycling switch. Who is correct?
Both.
Rapidly cycles on and off.
Is it B?
Condition can be caused by
Yeah, but
low
what-
It could
refrigerant.
be-
A is right.
Okay.
Right?
Ooh.
But the compressor rapidly cycles on and off.
Wait, didn't you say A?
Rapidly cycles off and on.
Low
Faulty
refrigerant
clutch
is a bad
cycling
thing.
switch.
Okay.
Didn't you say did you say CCOT is wrong?
No, I said the CCOT is a cycling clutch orifice tube system. Means that is the orifice tube,
Both.
not a receiver dryer, not an expansion valve.
Both.
You can have an accumulator, the orifice tube. Those two go together.
Both.
The receiver dryer and the expansion valve
Faulty
systems
clutch
go
cycling
together.
switch.
Both.
I would say
Okay.
B definitely.
Both.
If
I
it was
mean,
low on refrigerant, would the compressor cycle on and off?
yes. Low refrigerant is
would.
bad.
It would.
Both.
If the clutch cycling switch was faulty,
Faulty is bad
that's possible,
too.
right?
Both.
Let's see if they're both right. They should be both right. All right, let's see if this is too confusing.
No.
Yes, yes it is.
Yes.
C, D.
PCM is a
There
computer.
is a short ground at point D. Which of the following statements is correct? I can't see the statements.
Trying to make this a little bit bigger here.
there's
Okay.
B.
There is a short to ground at point D of the electrical diagram above. Let's look at the electrical diagram and see what would happen if there was a short at point D. Here is D, right?
Yeah.
There's a short to ground here, which meaning
Short
this
current
wire
clutch
right here
relay.
is shorted to ground.
Mm-hmm.
This is the control module, right?
Yeah.
What does the control module do? It controls the ground side of this compressor clutch relay, right? That's why you see a ground symbol here. So, what you gotta ask yourself is, what would happen if this was grounded all the time?
It will keep the clutch relay on
Okay,
and keep it spinning.
it would keep this relay contact closed, probably,
Yeah.
right? Keep the AC clutch on all the time, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just-
Let's see what our possible answers are.
Overheat.
The clutch would not engage when powered. The relay would remain open, the PCM would not receive a signal, or the clutch would engage whenever power was supplied to point A.
Is it A?
D.
Yeah.
D.
The clutch would not engage.
Okay,
There's a short.
here's your relay, okay? Here's your power to the relay, right here. If there was power here, and ground, I'm sorry, that's not right. Oh, that's power to the coil, that's right. Okay, so all this would need is a ground in order for this relay contact to close. So if this was shorted to ground, this would be closed all the time. If this was closed all the time, what would happen? It would be feeding power from this fuse to the AC clutch anytime there was power at point A. It should be D, right?
Right.
Okay. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing, hopefully. Okay, let me shrink this back down a little bit, that might help a little bit.
A vehicle has an a vehicle has an air conditioning system with a variable displacement compressor. It has a poor performance at the hottest times of day. All of the following would result in this condition except
D.
At the
Okay.
hottest times of the
Whenever you
day.
see a question and they describe a certain thing, it probably has something to do with it. Why would we care if it was a variable displacement compressor? It must mean something to the
Yeah.
answer. I'm guessing.
Cause it says that it has a variable displacement compressor and it performs poorly at the hottest times of the day. So if it's already talking about it in the question, then I would assume that's without the answer.
That would be a fair assumption. I'm not saying it's right, but, you know, again, if you just had no idea, you might go that route. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
and it's hottest times. So if it was a low refrigerant, oh, wow. If it was a low refrigerant, then it would be throughout the day at any time.
You would think, but it would certainly be worse at the hottest point of the day. So, I mean, that's a
Yes.
possibility.
It doesn't say anything about the cycling.
Just so you know, if it has a variable displacement compressor, it's not going to have a clutch cycling switch.
Okay,
That's only on an orifice tube system with a positive displacement compressor.
so C and D are out.
Vehicle has an air conditioning system with
It would have to be A.
Have to be A?
displacement. No.
No.
C.
Wow.
Oh, the clutch cycling
Didn't
switch,
you
that doesn't
say-
make sense. They shouldn't have a clutch cycling switch. It's got a variable displacement compressor. Well, there you go.
A variable displacement compressor eliminates the need for a cycling clutch by altering the compressor's volume based on the
Exactly.
system.
Oh, it's accept.
Mm.
That's why I said it doesn't have a clutch cycling switch. I didn't see this.
I didn't see that either.
Of course, that's the right answer. It doesn't have one.
Did anybody else see that and just didn't say anything?
See, sometimes the accept even fools me. Don't let it fool you. Okay, anyway, this is why I said this means something. If it's got a variable displacement compressor, it does not have a clutch cycling switch, okay?
Technician is diagnosing the CCOT air conditioning system for poor performance. The compressor's clutch is not cycling and remains engaged whenever the ignition is switched on. Which of the following will result in this condition?
We just saw that in the schematic that we did a little thing on, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Compressor clutch relay sticking open. Is it A or C?
Yeah.
Okay, remember, what does open mean when you're talking about electrical?
Oh, that means that
It
there's
means
no
there's no current
connection.
flow and it will not work, okay?
It
Stuck
doesn't
closed
matter.
means what?
It
The relay stuck
remains
closed, it's
engaged.
operating all the time, right?
A, it's A, because it says remains engaged.
Right, right. It's just like the other question that we saw.
Mhm.
It's just wording it instead of showing you a schematic.
Technician A says refrigerant enters the evaporator from the bottom inlet tube as a low pressure liquid. Technician B says the evaporator removes humidity from the air. Who is correct?
Okay, I told you you're gonna have to know what the coolant, or what the refrigerant is, what state it's in, wherever it is in the system. Well, that reminds me, I was gonna print out one of those things for you. Let me see if I can find one.
Technician A says refrigerant.
Let's see if I can find one real quick while you're looking at this question.
Bottom inlet
A printout or something for us to help us with the test.
enters the evaporator from the bottom inlet.
But it does it. Does it? Wait a minute.
technician A says.
It enters as a liquid, then the evaporator
Oh, yes.
evaporates it.
From the bottom inlet.
As a low pressure liquid, that's true, right?
Isn't the evaporator the last thing it goes to before it gets to the car?
The evaporator evaporates it, right?
Yeah.
So it goes in as a liquid.
And it does remove humidity from the air, doesn't it?
I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe A is right.
I think it's C.
Click on it and see.
Put C. It's right.
Rules right.
Low boiling point.
We're gonna wait for him to come back.
The technician is testing the low pressure sensor circuit for continuity. The signal wire between the low pressure sensor and the electronic climate control module is,
I don't think we know any of this.
yeah, no, we don't know that green thing.
Technician
Oh, look,
tests
it
the low
says it right
pressure.
here.
Technician tests the low pressure sensor circuit for continuity. The signal wire between low pressure sensor and electronic climate control module. Oh yeah, I don't think we know any of these. Oh,
Go
wait
up,
a
it
second.
tells you right
The
there.
colors are on the deck.
Oh.
Yeah,
So we're looking for the low pressure sensor.
so it's
circuit
orange
for
and white.
Continuity, the signal wire between low pressure sensor and electronic climate control. So it's the low pressure sensor. Climate control module is orange and
That's
red.
the ground.
It's the ground.
Ground is no, it's over there, the one, the triangle looking one.
Oh, yeah, the triangle, I'm sorry. The white and orange is the ground.
I'm trying to get some.
So is it orange and red or orange and white?
Is that good? Wait. You guys can see everything fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it B or D? I think it's the orange.
Signal wire between low pressure sensor and.
This one means ground.
Yeah.
That's the ground one.
Yeah,
So.
I think it's the middle one, I don't know.
Signal.
You look like you're teaching the class.
I am at this point. Technician test the low pressure sensor circuit for continuity. Let's wait for him to come back and just be like, oh, we all know the answer already. I do think it's what's it called? C.
White and orange.
Yeah, white and orange. Put it back to 100. He didn't be confused. I'm like, oh, the last one was C. Let's leave it
Imagine we're wrong.
at that. I genuinely don't think it's A because green with yellow. Where is that even at? There's green and
It's
black.
not even an option, right?
Exactly. It's green and black.
Green with a yellow stripe.
That's not even a thing. That's yellow and white, white, black, green and black, white and green, orange and red, orange and white, white and orange, red, white, white, blue, blue, white. So I can say green is definitely out. Orange with the white stripe is this one. Low pressure sensor circuit for continuity. So if that's ground, I started teaching later.
Sweet.
The last question was
Somebody's
C.
gotta do it.
You got it right.
They just did.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got here?
Color of the sensors. I think it's C.
Okay.
White with the orange
A
stripe.
Technician testing the low pressure sensor circuit for continuity, meaning is there a connection between here and here? Continuity, okay?
Continue, yeah.
Okay.
So that would be orange and red then.
The
because that's
signal
ground.
wire between the low pressure sensor and the electronic climate control module is what? We're just asking you what color the wire is. Should be simple, right?
Yeah.
Low pressure sensor, where's the low pressure sensor? Right
Right
here.
there.
Right, okay. Let's see, the signal wire. Signal wire, which one's the signal wire? It's got
That's
three
the orange
wires.
and red one.
White and orange.
This is ground, you already know what a ground symbol looks like,
Yeah.
it's just pointing up, okay?
Yeah.
So you know it's not that.
Oh,
5-volt reference, you know it's not that. Signal wire, the
So I
one
was
with the
right
arrow
first
on it.
time.
It's got a
Where's the white?
signal.
So C.
So what color's the wire? Orange
Oh,
with a
that's
white
B.
stripe.
Oh, I'm
Right?
looking at white with orange. Orange and white, yeah.
Yeah, Orange with a white stripe.
So I was right, but I was wrong. I was looking at the right one, I just had the colors for it.
Got it. Yeah, that question should answer itself. It's actually pretty easy.
A blower motor operates only at high speed. Which of the following is most likely causing this condition?
We've been
That's
through
the
this
resistor.
many times. It should be easy. Only works
Resistor.
on high.
Yep.
Where does it go if it doesn't work on high? Through the resistors, right?
Faulty blower resistor.
Okay.
Cute.
All right. All right, all right, all right. Do a couple more and we'll get out of here. I suggest doing some of your own studies today. Tomorrow's the big day, okay?
The compressor's clutch squeals whenever the clutch is engaged. The compressor's clutch coil is being tested for resistance. There are 12 volts at the connector and the ground is good. The resistance of the coil is 0.0 ohms. Which of the following is correct? The clutch coil has an open in its windings. The clutch coil has a short in a winding,
Windings.
and it's,
Windings, yeah. Coil windings, the wire.
And then C, both A and B, D, neither A and B. I think it is both. Wait,
Open.
Okay,
It has a
so
short-
we gotta know how a meter works in order to answer this question. So,
the ground
let's
is
see.
good.
let's put this on the ohm scale. Just so you know, on this meter, the display's kind of messed up here. It's supposed to say OL,
Mhm,
meaning this is open,
mhm.
okay? Nothing going on. If I touch the two leads together and then zero this, it should read 0,
Mhm.
okay? So if the reading is 0, what's going on?
Nothing.
Is it open or shorted? This would be open, this would be shorted. Which is it?
Shorted.
Okay.
so that would mean it is B.
That would mean compressor coil has a short winding. Should be, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's blow this up just a hair. Okay. Blows warm air when the vehicle is stopped or idling. Air conditioner performs well under all other conditions. Meaning when you're driving down the road, it's okay, but when you come to a stop, it doesn't work very good.
Doctor.
What keeps the airflow through the condenser when you're stopped?
I'm gonna be,
B? Let's revisit this.
Except.
Oh,
Oh yeah, frozen.
See? did it again. Yeah, this would do it, this would do it, this would do it. Yeah, this wouldn't, okay.
Except.
All right. I guess I've been reading too much today. All right,
The carpeting is wet on the passenger side of the vehicle. Which of the following statement is correct? It's the coolant. Coolant part.
C.
I think B.
Rod receiver dryer results in this. A faulty.
Oh, is
expansion
correct,
valve.
is correct, I'm sorry.
B.
B.
Yeah, I will be.
B.
heater core, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do two more, we'll do the 20 and we'll be done. Okay?
Technician A says the in-cabin temperature sensor is a NTC negative temperature coefficient sensor. Technician B says to use an ohmmeter to test the in-cabin temperature sensor for resistance.
Okay, can you use an ohm meter to check for resistance? Absolutely.
You can?
So you know B is right,
Yes. Okay.
B is right.
okay? This guy says that it's a negative temperature coefficient sensor, which I don't expect you to know. That just means, okay, I'll tell you how resistance in a circuit works. As the temperature goes up, the resistance goes up. On a negative temperature coefficient, as the heat goes up, or the temperature goes up, the resistance goes down. It's opposite. So is it? Yeah, they are. And can you check it with an ohm meter? Yes.
Okay.
A vehicle with TXV thermostatic expansion valve air conditioning system blows cold air for several minutes and then goes warm. Which of the following is most likely causing this condition? A.
Key
A?
operator core, yeah.
Okay.
A.
Mhm.
Okay. There's a reason why they put this here.
Blows cold air.
Still going with A?
Well, a low
Go
charge
with,
would do it. A faulty compressor, well, if it's a faulty compressor, it wouldn't do anything at all.
Goes cold for several minutes and then goes warm. So it works and then it stops working.
So lower refrigerant.
So C?
What's
I'll
that?
go for C.
You gonna go with C?
Uh-huh.
No, I'll go with A. I think I'll stay with A.
You gonna go with A?
Yeah.
Which one should we, is there any most popular answer?
A, raise your hand.
A.
and C.
A.
Oh, the A is the most popular. Okay, let's see what it says.
If Charles.
No, what?
No.
Yeah.
All wrong.
Well, didn't you say B at first? I heard somebody say B.
Moisture in the system, why? Because if it's got moisture, it'll freeze the expansion valve after a few minutes.
That's right.
Did you know this?
Okay.
You know
Yes.
You had us all downing.
Okay, see you tomorrow.